the music.
Heard it on Westwood One, NCAA Radio Network. On the way in, Duke advances to the Sweet 16. Before we get into your alma mater, Jay, Jersey, number hanging in the rafters, 2-time Player of the Year, national champion, all that.
Big weekend for Jersey. Big weekend for Jersey overall.
But before we get into that, how your brackets doing, guys? How your brackets doing?
I'm good. I'm still in a good position. You're
Mine is
slightly
so
better
jacked.
than me, which is
I don't think. How's that possible?
I can't. Rhyme or reason can't answer that for me.
All right, so here's where
good.
we are. Yeah, you're good. I
picked USC to win the championship. What else am I going to do?
Right, yeah. I found out
you
this
actually
morning.
believe to win the championship.
I found out this morning
You
my
didn't
bracket is
actually
better than
pick
yours.
Who
Key.
you
I
thought
can't
was
believe
going to
it.
win either? Did you, Jay?
I did. I picked Arizona.
You thought Duke was going to win?
No, I picked Arizona to win it. Yep. See how when you try to set me up and I clap back real quick.
That's not. See, I couldn't pick another team other than USC. I went to USC. I can't. That's like, why would you pick Arizona? You went to Duke, man.
He won a national title with Duke playing basketball. Key, you have 370 points, which puts you last among the three of us. Again, I can't believe there's anyone whose bracket is worse than mine right now. But you've done it. 3 of your 4 final teams are remaining, but you're champion. SC lost in the first round. Jay got 390 points. All 4, Jay, of your final 4 teams are remaining. You have Arizona winning it all. That was a popular pick this year.
Yep.
Jay can, Arizona survived a tough one last night.
Survive in advance. There's a reason why that's the name.
I try to stay up for that one. That was a
No,
mistake.
not gonna. Struggle City.
Struggle.
How many points do you have?
I also have 390 points. I cannot
We're
believe it.
tied?
I got Gonzaga and Kansas remaining, but I had Tennessee going all the way. They're out. So,
Tough loss.
See, it would have been easy for me to pick Miami, but I'm not doing that. I'm not going against USC. It's just not going to happen ever in life.
We told you during the show on Friday that I told you to take the under, which the under hit. And I also told you that people have Miami favored in that
But
game.
I'm never going. I'm not built like that, Jay.
Yeah,
I'm not
I hear you.
going against the Trojans.
I feel
no
you.
matter what. It could be water polo. I know nothing about it. If USC is playing, I'm taking USC.
I'm with you.
let's get into Duke beating Michigan State, shall we? Listen to your coach, Jay, Mike Krzyzewski, at the post-game presser.
I'm incredibly proud of my guys. You guys were terrific, man. I'm really proud to be your coach. Yeah, that it had nothing to do with coaching in those last 4 or 5 minutes. It all had to do with heart and togetherness. And they followed their hearts, and God bless them. We're in the Sweet 16.
Jay, you said before the tournament started, one of the reasons you weren't higher on Duke is you believe this time of year you need guard play, a certain kind of toughness in your guard play. What did you see from Duke in this game? They were challenged. They were down late.
Well, first off, for me, it was a trifecta. Duke won the game. They covered, and I also hit the over. So it was a good night last night. Me and my daughter, my family, my dad came in all watching it. And
I love, Key, you hear how Jay just combined good, wholesome family time
with gambling and betting. It all works in unison, guys.
I see.
So it makes the overall experience watching the tournament even better. Look, my freshman year, I cannot tell you guys how difficult it was being an extension of your coach on the floor, being a point guard for Coach K. It was challenging for me not really playing the point guard position before to learn how to navigate. Is Max in the right place? Is Key in the right place? Has Max got enough touches? Has Key got enough touches? When am I going to get my touches? What's the time situation? What play are we in? All of that. So the whole first half of my first year, I was robotic, right? There was no feel to the game. I wasn't reactionary. And I think the same thing happened with Jeremy Roach. He didn't play a lot. And now we're seeing him in the starting lineup, and it finally feels like the game is becoming natural to him. He understands what is expected of him. And for him to have 15 points and make some huge shots down the stretch, yeah, I can give you good names like Paolo Banchero and Wendell Moore and Mark Williams. They gave you good plays. But the team is in this position because Jeremy Roach has stepped up and been a dynamic playmaker for them down the stretch when they need plays off the dribble. And that's the reason why Duke is in the Sweet 16.
And I know Coach K mentioned the fact that it's not about the coaching. It's about the grit, the toughness, and basically perseverance and getting things done. But it is about coaching. Whenever you can recognize a guy like Roach who hadn't played, all that much until down the stretch when they made the decision to go with him, that's coaching. That's understanding your personnel. And that's why he is the greatest coach of all times in the modern era that I could see. I know everyone would say, well, what about John Wooden? I wasn't around for that. I've only been around for this. And that is coaching. Whenever you can recognize your talent and know when to go to that talent in a situation like this, now you find yourself playing in another Sweet 16.
And Tom Izzo, like I give Tom Izzo a lot of credit. I spent time with him. I left here to call one game. It was Michigan State versus Illinois. Illinois lost the other day too. We'll get into that. But look, Tom Izzo's teams always play you hard, man. Like defensively, they draw a line in the sand and they fight. The game was a little bit more quicker tempo for them yesterday, but this team hasn't had the scoring punch. There's been some issues with them offensively staying alive, but look, you have to go through the gauntlet in order to win this thing. And the best teams don't always win.
Two things. One, when you talked about coaching, I thought Duke changed defensively down the stretch. Did you see anything that Coach K did where they fell down? It was pretty late in the game. I'm hearing Jay Will in my head talking about guard play. I actually thought the other thing I want to say is Banchero was really good. Like, he would muscle it down low. He'd hit the outside shots.
Muscle it down. No, just not settle for jumpers like he sometimes does. Yeah, because Coach K made plays to say, get your tail on the block and post up. Be a man.
So offensively, Banchero played tough. And defensively, did Coach K do anything defensively to change that game late? It looked to me like Duke clamped down.
So for me, it came, Duke did clamp down defensively, but for me, it came down to Michigan State struggles to score the rock sometimes, man. They go through these droughts in games that's been consistent with who they've been the whole year. They didn't have a guard that consecutively make big plays. Haggard got in foul trouble, I think, which huge for them. And I think when things like that happen, it creates difficulty for Michigan State to score.
See, something occurs to me as we're talking. Key, like how you always take SC. Jay, are you doing the reverse jinx thing a little bit?
What do you mean?
See, I can't see.
You don't
have
to put that into the public
atmosphere. He can't say it out
No.
loud. Key, that's all it is. That's all it is. It's just he can't. I may have just blown it. If Duke now loses, it's my fault because I outed the reverse jinx from Jay.
Yeah, and then Evan, like during our pre-production show, was like, we're going to save this sound for when Coach K loses. I'm like, don't say that.
Right.
Don't say that.
My guy's 0-3 in NCAA tournament games in California. I'm just saying.
See,
Jay a front runner, man.
See, Key, I don't need that energy on Monday morning. I don't need it.
You a front runner, man. You're supposed to take Duke for everything.
I do take Duke for everything. I just don't tell you what it is.
You're supposed to take Duke.
You can't put it out there. It's because the basketball gods will humble you in the tournament. You have to come in thinking, we're not going to do anything this year.
See what happened when you took USC? See?
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'd have won, right?
Yeah, right.
The other big story from the NCAA tournament is that for the second straight year and third time ever, a 15 seed is in the Sweet 16, and St. Peter's head coach Shaheen Holloway, is he talking that talk?